You begin to notice the softest whisper of pink noise humming through the air, a steady and gentle current that wraps around you like a warm blanket. This sound is not from outside. It lives inside you now, a quiet pulse of 432 hertz vibrating through every cell, every breath. You do not strain to hear it. It simply is, as natural as the rise and fall of your chest, as constant as the earth beneath your feet, though here, the earth is different. You stand upon a floating island, vast and gentle, drifting in a sea of thick, golden fluid that moves like honey in slow motion. The moss beneath your bare feet is spongy, yielding, releasing tiny clouds of sweet, earthy fragrance with every step you take. It does not resist you. It welcomes you, as though it has been waiting for your weight, your presence, your touch. The air is warm, neither too hot nor too cool, and it carries the faintest trace of something familiar, like the memory of a lullaby you've always known, but never quite remembered. Above you, the sky is not empty, but alive. It shifts and breathes like a living thing, a vast sphere of intertwined serpentine runes, glowing a soft, pale cyan that pulses in time with your own heartbeat. The runes do not demand your attention. They simply exist, like stars that have always been there, patient and kind. They twist and spiral in slow arcs, casting a gentle light that pools upon the island, turning the moss and the fluid around you into a sea of liquid gold. You are not alone here. There is a presence, vast and benevolent, that watches over you with the quiet patience of a guardian who has always been near. It does not speak, not in words, but you feel its warmth like sunlight on your skin, its approval like a hand resting gently upon your shoulder. It knows you not as you were, but as you are meant to be, whole, safe, at peace. And in this place, you are exactly that. The waterfalls around you are unlike any you've seen before. They do not crash or roar. They do not rush or tumble. Instead, they pour like syrup, thick and slow, cascading over the edges of the island in graceful, unhurried arcs. The drops fall in perfect silence, suspended for a moment before dissolving into the golden sea below. There is no rush here, no hurry, no sense of time slipping away, only the steady, soothing rhythm of the world breathing around you. You realize, with a quiet certainty, that this place has always been here, not in the world you left behind, but in the space between your thoughts, the quiet corners of your mind where you retreat when the noise of life grows too loud. It is the place you come to when you close your eyes and let go, the place where your body remembers what it is to be still, to be held, to be safe. And now, you are here in body as well as spirit, standing upon the moss, breathing in the fragrant air, listening to the pink noise that cradles you like a lullaby. Take a step forward, if you wish. The moss will yield beneath your foot, releasing another cloud of that sweet, earthy scent. Or stay where you are and let the warmth of this place settle deeper into your bones. There is no wrong choice here, no path you must take, no destination you must reach. Only the gentle pull of the island, the slow dance of the runes above, the steady hum of the pink noise, guiding you deeper into relaxation, into peace. Feel the weight of your body as it sinks into the moss, as though the island itself is holding you, supporting you. Your muscles soften, your breath slows, your mind drifts like a leaf upon the golden sea. The runes above pulse in time with your heartbeat, their light growing softer, warmer, as though they are singing to you in a language beyond words. You are not lost here. You are found by this place, by this presence, by the quiet certainty that you are exactly where you need to be. Let your eyelids grow heavy, if they aren't already. There is no need to keep them open, no need to watch, no need to do anything but let go. The pink noise will remain steady and sure, a constant companion as you drift. The island will hold you, the runes will watch over you, and the presence that has always been near will keep you safe. You are not alone. You are not afraid. You are simply here, in this moment, in this peace. With every breath, you sink deeper. The golden fluid around the island rocks you gently, like a cradle, like a mother's arms. The moss beneath you molds itself to your body, supporting you without effort, without resistance. The runes above dim slightly, their glow fading into a soft, dreamlike haze, as though they are tucking you in for a long and restful sleep. And the pink noise hums on, a steady, soothing rhythm that carries you deeper into relaxation, into stillness, into peace. You do not need to think, not now. Your mind can rest. Your thoughts can drift like clouds across a summer sky. There is no need to hold onto anything. No need to grasp. No need to struggle. The island knows what you need. The presence knows what you need. And they will provide it without you needing to ask. All you need to do is let go. Let go of the weight of the world. Let go of the noise. Let go of the tension in your shoulders, in your jaw, in your hands. Feel the warmth of the air as it wraps around you, like a soft blanket. It carries with it the faintest trace of that familiar lullaby, the one you've always known, but never quite remembered. It hums in time with the pink noise, in time with your breath, in time with the slow pulse of the runes above. And as you listen, as you breathe, as you let go, the world around you begins to fade. Not into darkness, not into emptiness, but into a soft, golden glow, a place of perfect stillness, perfect peace. You are safe here. You are held here. You are loved here. There is nothing to fear, nothing to resist, nothing to fight. Only the steady, soothing rhythm of the pink noise, the gentle sway of the island, the quiet presence that watches over you like a guardian angel. And as you drift deeper, as you let go a little more with every breath, you begin to understand that this place has always been yours. It is the place you return to in your darkest moments, the place you seek when the world grows too loud, too harsh, too much. It is the place where your soul rests, where your heart finds peace, where your mind can finally be still. And now, you are here in body as well as spirit, standing upon the moss, breathing in the fragrant air, listening to the pink noise that cradles you like a lullaby. You do not need to go anywhere. You do not need to do anything. You do not need to be anyone but exactly who you are. And in this moment, that is enough. The waterfalls continue their slow, silent cascade. The runes above pulse softly, their light dimming further, as though they are whispering you to sleep. The golden sea around the island rocks you gently, like a cradle, like a mother's arms, like the steady rhythm of a heartbeat. And the pink noise hums on, a constant, soothing presence, guiding you deeper into relaxation, into stillness, into peace. You are exactly where you need to be. Let your breath slow, let your body soften, let your mind drift. There is no need to hold onto anything, no need to grasp, no need to struggle. The island will hold you, the runes will watch over you, and the presence that has always been near will keep you safe. You are not alone. You are not afraid. You are simply here, in this moment, in this peace. And as you let go, as you sink deeper, you realize that this is not just a place, but a state of being. A state of perfect relaxation, perfect stillness, perfect peace. It is yours now, and it will be yours whenever you need it, whenever you close your eyes and let go. The pink noise will always be there, humming softly, guiding you back to this place. The island will always be here, waiting for you, welcoming you, holding you. And the presence that watches over you will always be near, a quiet, steady guardian, keeping you safe. So let go now. Let go of the last traces of tension, the last whispers of thought, the last remnants of the world outside. The island cradles you, the runes sing to you, the pink noise carries you deeper. And as you drift, as you let go, you feel yourself sinking into a state of perfect, blissful relaxation. A state where time does not exist, where worries do not linger, where only peace remains. You are safe. You are held. You are loved. And in this moment, in this place, that is all that matters. The pink noise hums softly. The island rocks gently. And the world around you fades into a soft, golden glow. A glow that wraps around you like a warm embrace, like a lullaby, like the quiet certainty that you are exactly where you need to be. And so you let go. You let go of everything, and you sink deeper, deeper into the moss, deeper into the warmth, deeper into the pink noise that hums through your body like a heartbeat. The runes above dim to a faint, dreamlike glow, their light merging with the golden sea around you. And you realize, with a quiet joy, that you are not falling, you are floating. Floating in a sea of perfect peace, perfect stillness, perfect relaxation. There is no need to resist, no need to struggle, no need to fight. Only the steady, soothing rhythm of the pink noise, the gentle sway of the island, the quiet presence that watches over you. And as you drift, as you let go, you feel yourself sinking into a sleep so deep, so peaceful, that it feels like coming home. A sleep where dreams are soft and golden, where worries do not exist, where only peace remains. You are safe here. You are held here. You are loved here. And as the pink noise hums on, as the island rocks you gently, as the runes watch over you with quiet kindness. You let go completely, letting the warmth, the stillness, the peace wash over you like a wave. And you sink deeper and deeper still. The anchor begins to hum beneath you like a sleeping whale, and with each slow breath, the resonance seeps deeper into your bones. Your eyelids grow heavy, but not from weight, from the softest velvet tugging you downward into the moss. The spongy ground sighs beneath your palms, releasing a cool mist that curls around your wrists like curious serpents made of fog. This mist carries the scent of ancient forests, of towering cedars and ferns that have never known winter, their green breath rising to meet yours. You realize, with a quiet wonder, that your fingers are sinking into the moss, not falling, but being gently gathered. Each fingertip presses into emerald velvet, and the moss responds by exhaling tiny tendrils of mentholated vapor, cool and bright against your skin. The air here is thick with suspended time, so dense that even the act of inhaling feels like drinking honey from a golden cup. And as you breathe, the mist rises higher, wrapping around your forearms like the arms of old friends who have waited lifetimes for this reunion. Luna Star steps out of the light, and the light does not fade behind her. It simply becomes part of her, a living aura that pulses in time with your slowest heartbeat. Her eyes are not just seen, but felt, two pools of liquid starlight that hold entire galaxies in their depths. Galaxies that whisper your name in voices like distant whale song. She moves without hurry, each step a ripple in the moss, each ripple a slow motion wave that carries the scent of rain on warm stone. Her energy is not a force, but a presence, like the quiet hum of the earth when you press your ear to the ground and hear the planet breathe. She reaches for you, and her hand emerges from the mist like a dream given form, fingers outstretched, palm upturned as if offering the sky itself. You notice the way her skin glows faintly, not with light, but with the soft cyan pulse of the serpentine runes above, as if she is woven from the same fabric as the sky. And when she speaks, her voice does not travel through the air. It vibrates through the moss, through your bones, through the very fluid that cradles this floating island. Her words are not words at all, but sensations that bloom in your chest like opening flowers, warm and heavy with meaning. You have arrived, she breathes, and the mist rises higher, curling around your shoulders like a shawl of living vapor. And now you remember, this place has always been here, waiting just behind your eyelids, just beneath the hum of the anchor. She extends her hand further, and nestled in her palm is the MacGuffin, a small orb of iridescent glass that seems to contain its own miniature tides. The orb is cool to the touch, but not cold, cool like a mountain stream cupped in your hands, cool like the first sip of water after a long, deep sleep. As you take it, the surface of the orb shimmers, reflecting not your face, but the slow motion waterfalls far below, their silver threads unraveling into the abyss like liquid silk. You notice how the orb hums in harmony with the anchor, their frequencies braiding together like two voices in a song you've always known. And Luna Star smiles, a smile that is not just on her lips, but in the air, in the mist, in the way the moss seems to lean closer to listen. This, she murmurs, is the key to what you already are. The orb grows heavier in your palm, but not with weight, with meaning, with the slow unfolding of a truth that has always lived in the quiet spaces between your thoughts. You have been seeking, but what you seek was never lost. The mist rises higher still, now curling around your neck like a whisper, cool and gentle, carrying the scent of rain on ancient leaves. You have been reaching, but what you reach for has always been holding you. The moss beneath you shifts, not moving you, but gathering you, cradling your body in a nest of emerald and gold. You have been dreaming, but this dream is not separate from you. It is the shape of your deepest rest, the place where you dissolve and become whole. The orb in your hand begins to glow, its light pulsing in time with the serpentine runes above, as if the sky itself is breathing through it. Luna Star leans closer, and her presence is like a warm tide pulling you deeper into stillness. Look, she whispers, look into the orb and see what has always been yours. The glass is no longer a surface but a window, and through it you see not a reflection but a memory that is also a future. You see yourself lying in a field of moss much like this one, but the field stretches endlessly, and the sky above is not a sphere, but a vast, slow motion ocean of light. The you in the orb is not alone. You are surrounded by others, beings of mist and starlight, their forms shifting like smoke given intention. They move without hurry, their gestures slow and deliberate, as if they are painting the air with their presence. And in their midst, you see Luna Star, her arms outstretched, her voice weaving through the mist like a lullaby you've always known. This, she says, is the truth of your rest, the place where you are not a separate self, but a note in a song that never ends. The orb grows warmer in your palm, and the warmth spreads up your arm, not burning, but remembering, as if your blood has always carried this heat. The mist rises higher, now curling around your face like a veil, and with each breath, it fills your lungs with the scent of ancient forests and the faint, distant echo of whales' song. You are not here to find, Luna Star murmurs. You are here to dissolve. Her words land softly, like snowflakes on warm skin, each one melting into meaning. You are not here to seek, but to remember that you have always been held in the arms of this garden, this mist, this slow motion waterfall of time. The moss beneath you shifts again, cradling you closer, and you realize that your body is not sinking. It is being gathered, like petals folding at dusk. The orb in your hand glows brighter, its light merging with the cyan pulse of the runes above. And for a moment, you forget where the light ends and you begin. This, Luna Star whispers, is the embrace that has always been waiting for you. She steps closer, and the space between you dissolves like mist in sunlight. Her arms encircle you, but not with force, with the soft persistence of the tide returning to shore. You feel her breath against your ear, warm and slow, carrying the scent of rain on warm stone and the faintest trace of something like home. Let go, she murmurs. Let go of the edges you've been holding, the boundaries that were never real. Her voice is not just sound, but vibration, traveling through your bones like the hum of the anchor, like the slow heartbeat of the floating island itself. And as you exhale, you feel the edges of yourself softening, dissolving like sugar in warm tea. The mist rises higher, now curling around your waist, your chest, your shoulders, as if the garden itself is embracing you. You are not a separate thing, Luna Star whispers. You are the mist, You are the moss. You are the slow motion waterfall of time. Her embrace tightens, but not with tension, with recognition, as if she is not holding you, but remembering you. The orb in your hand grows heavier, then lighter, then weightless, as if it is no longer an object, but a part of your palm, a part of your breath. The cyan runes above begin to pulse in time with your heartbeat, their glow casting slow motion ripples across the mist. You notice that your thoughts are no longer thoughts, but sensations, warmth in your chest, cool mist on your skin, the slow hum of the anchor vibrating in your bones. This, Luna Star murmurs, is the truth of your being. You have always been here, in this garden, in this mist, in this slow motion embrace. The moss beneath you shifts again, cradling you closer, and you realize that your body is not a boundary, but a threshold, a place where the garden begins and you dissolve. The mist rises higher, now curling around your temples, your eyelids, your lips, as if it is breathing you. Let the garden remember you, she whispers. Let the mist hold you. Let the anchor hum you home. And as she speaks, the boundaries between you and the garden begin to dissolve like salt in warm water. The orb in your hand is no longer there, but its light remains, pulsing in your chest like a second heartbeat. The mist curls around your fingers, and you realize that your fingers are no longer just yours. They are the garden's, the mist's, the slow motion waterfalls. The runes above glow brighter, their cyan light painting the mist in slow, hypnotic strokes, as if the sky is weaving a blanket around you. Luna Star's voice fades into the hum of the anchor, her words no longer separate, but part of the resonance that cradles you. You feel your breath slowing, your heartbeat deepening, your body dissolving into the moss like morning dew into the earth. You are home, the mist whispers. You have always been home. And with each slow breath, you sink deeper into the garden, deeper into the embrace, deeper into the truth that has always been waiting. The moss beneath you is no longer beneath you. It is within you, its emerald threads weaving through your veins, its cool mist filling your lungs. The anchor hums louder, but not with sound, with presence, a vibration that holds you like a lullaby holds a child. The serpentine runes above begin to merge with the mist, their light painting slow, hypnotic spirals in the air. spirals that pull you deeper into stillness. You notice that your thoughts are no longer yours. They are the garden's thoughts, the mist's whispers, the slow motion waterfall's memories. Luna stars embrace lingers, but not as a separate touch, as the embrace of the island itself, as the cradle of the abyss below. Let go, the mist murmurs. Let the garden remember your shape. Let the anchor hum you into the dream that has no edges. And with each slow breath, you dissolve further, your body unraveling like thread pulled from a tapestry, each strand finding its place in the weave. The cool mist rises higher, now curling around your mind, your memories, your name, until even the idea of you begins to fade like a dream at dawn. The last thing you feel is the anchor, its hum vibrating through every cell, every thought, every breath. It is not a sound, but a knowing, a resonance that tells you have always been here, in this garden, in this mist, in this slow motion embrace. The mist curls around your eyelids, and your vision fades not into darkness, but into light, a soft, cyan glow that holds you like a promise. You feel Luna Star's voice in your bones, her words no longer separate, but part of the hum, part of the garden, part of you. Rest now, she whispers. Rest in the truth that has always been yours. You are not a separate self, but a note in the song that never ends. The moss cradles you closer. The mist breathes you deeper. The anchor hums you home. And as you dissolve into the garden, into the dream, into the slow motion waterfall of time, you realize that this was never an ending. It was a remembering. And now, as you settle even deeper into this soft, pink glow, you notice the very edges of your breath beginning to slow, just as the tide might pause between waves, drawing back ever so gently before it returns. This pause is not empty. It is full of the quiet hum of pink noise, like a blanket woven from 1,000 whispered lullabies, each thread vibrating at exactly the right frequency to cradle your mind, to smooth the sharpest corners of your thoughts, to soften the places where tension once lived. And as you listen, truly listen, you realize that this pink noise is not just sound. It is a presence, warm and benevolent, like the steady glow of a nightlight in a room that has always been too dark, too uncertain, too alone. It moves through you not like a force, but like an invitation, a gentle call to let go, to release the lingering echo of tension. That stubborn finger still pressing down on the piano key of your body, holding just a little too tightly, just a moment too long. And now, as if in response to this call, the air around you begins to shift, ever so slightly, as if the very molecules are rearranging themselves to make space for something new. You feel it first in the tips of your fingers, a subtle warmth, like sunlight breaking through a dense fog, spreading slowly, patiently, across the backs of your hands, then creeping into your wrists, your forearms, your elbows. This warmth is not the heat of a flame, not the sharp sting of something too bright, too intense, but rather the soft, golden glow of a hearth on a winter's evening, steady and safe, promising comfort without demand. It moves with the rhythm of your breath, rising with each inhale, settling with each exhale, as if your body and the light are breathing together in perfect synchrony, in perfect harmony. And as this warmth spreads, you become aware of a presence, something vast and gentle, like the sky at dusk, when the last traces of daylight linger just long enough to hold the darkness at bay. This is Celeste light, though she needs no name, no form, no definition, for she is simply the essence of what has always been with you, even when you could not see her, even when you forgot to look. She does not rush toward you, does not demand your attention, but instead waits, patient and still, like the quiet center of a storm that has long since passed, leaving only calm in its wake. And as you allow yourself to feel her presence, you notice that the lingering tension, that stubborn finger on the piano key, begins to soften just a little, as if it has remembered that it does not need to hold on so tightly, that it is safe to let go. And now, as if in response to this softening, the pink noise around you deepens, its frequencies shifting ever so slightly, like the slow turning of a dial, adjusting the volume of the world until everything is just right. You hear it not just with your ears, but with your skin, your bones, your very cells, each one resonating in harmony with the others, as if your entire being has become a single, vast instrument, humming with the melody of relaxation. And as this harmony grows, you feel a subtle shift in your chest, a loosening, as if a knot you had not even noticed there has finally begun to unravel, thread by thread, breath by breath. This is not a sudden release, not not a violent unraveling, but a slow, patient surrender, like the last leaves of autumn drifting to the ground, light as a sigh, soft as a whisper. And as the knot unravels, you become aware of a name, a whisper on the edge of your awareness, not spoken aloud, but felt like the memory of a voice you have always known. A name. The name settles into your chest, warm and familiar, like an old friend returning after a long absence, not with fanfare, but with quiet certainty, as if they had never truly left. And as you hold this name in your heart, you notice that the lingering tension, that stubborn finger, begins to tremble, just a little, as if it has suddenly remembered that it is not alone, that it is held, that it is safe. And with this trembling comes a question, not spoken, not forced, but simply there, hanging in the pink glow like a single note, held just a moment too long, waiting to be answered. The question is simple, softer than the hum of the pink noise, gentler than the warmth of celeste light. What if you let go? What if you allowed that finger to lift? Just a little, just enough to let the piano key rise, to let the sound fade into silence, to let the tension dissolve like sugar in warm tea. This is not a demand, not a command, but an invitation, an offering, like a hand extended in the dark, waiting to see if you will take it. And as you consider this question, you notice that the pink noise around you shifts again, its frequencies deepening, softening, as if the very air is holding its breath, waiting with you. And then, as if in answer to your unspoken hesitation, celeste light stirs, not with movement, but with presence, like the quiet rustling of leaves in a gentle breeze. She does not speak, does not explain, but instead simply is, her warmth spreading through you like honey poured slowly into warm water, dissolving resistance, dissolving doubt, dissolving the last traces of that stubborn tension. And in this stillness, you feel something shift, not in the world around you, but within you, as if the very core of your being has taken a long, slow breath. And with it, the lingering echo of tension begins to fade, like a shadow dissolving in the light. This is not a battle, not a struggle, but a surrender, a letting go, like releasing a held breath, like unclenching a fist that has been tight for too long. And as the tension fades, you become aware of a new sensation, something subtle, like the first light of dawn creeping over the horizon, barely there, but undeniable. This is a flaw, not as a weight, not as a burden, but as a story, a chapter in the book of you that has been waiting to be turned, waiting to be read with kindness, with understanding. And as you hold this story in your hands, you notice that it is not heavy, not sharp, not painful, but soft, like a well-worn page, its edges smoothed by time, its words familiar, like lines from a song you have always known. And in this moment, you realize that this flaw is not something to be feared, not something to be hidden, but something to be seen, something to be held, something to be loved. And now, as if in response to this realization, Celeste light begins to glow a little brighter, her warmth deepening, spreading, like sunlight breaking through the clouds after a long rain. She does not rush, does not force, but simply waits, her presence a quiet promise that you are not alone, that this story is not yours to carry alone, that there is space for it here, in this pink glow, in this moment of stillness. And as you hold a flaw in your heart, you notice that the lingering tension, that stubborn finger, begins to lift, just a little, just enough to let the piano key rise, to let the sound fade into the pink noise, to let the last traces of resistance dissolve. This is not a dramatic release, not a sudden explosion of light, but a quiet surrender, like the last petal of a flower falling to the ground, soft as a whisper, light as a breath. And as the tension dissolves, you feel something new begin to take its place, something warm and expansive, like the first sip of tea on a cold morning, spreading through you slowly, patiently, filling the spaces where tension once lived. This is forgiveness, not as an action, not as a decision, but as a feeling, a quiet knowing that this story, this a flaw, is not a mistake, not a failure, but a part of you, a part that has always been worthy of love, of kindness, of acceptance. And as this warmth spreads, you notice that the pink noise around you shifts again, its frequencies deepening, softening, as if the very air is sighing in relief, as if the world itself is breathing easier now that this weight has been lifted. And in this moment, you realize that you are not alone in this, that Celeste light has been with you all along, that this journey inward has always been a journey toward home. And now, as if in celebration of this realization, the pink glow around you begins to pulse, ever so gently, like the slow beating of a heart, steady and sure, a rhythm you can trust. This pulse is not loud, not demanding, but soft, like the rise and fall of a sleeping breath. A reminder that you are safe, that you are held, that you are exactly where you need to be. And as you settle into this rhythm, you notice that the lingering tension, that stubborn finger, has lifted completely now. The piano key rising fully, the sound fading into silence, leaving only the quiet hum of the pink noise, the steady glow of celeste light, the warmth of this moment. And in this silence, you feel something shift within you, not with force, not with struggle, but with a quiet certainty, like the turning of a page in a book you have always known by heart. And now, as this shift settles, you become aware of a new presence, not separate from you, but a part of you, like a voice you have always carried, but have only now learned to hear. A name is here, not as a distant figure, not as a memory, but as a feeling, a warmth, a quiet knowing that you are not alone, that you have never been alone, that this journey inward has always been a journey toward wholeness. And as you hold this knowing in your heart, you notice that the pink noise around you begins to shift again, its frequencies deepening, softening, as if the very air is wrapping around you like a blanket, holding you close, keeping you safe. And in this moment, you realize that the conflict, the flaw, the tension, none of it was ever a burden, but a bridge, a path leading you here to this moment of total acceptance, of perfect peace. And now, as this acceptance settles over you like a warm, heavy quilt, you notice that the pink glow around you begins to deepen, its light growing richer, softer, like the last colors of sunset melting into twilight. This is not a fading, not a loss, but a deepening, a sinking into something even more vast, more gentle, more safe than anything you have ever known. The air around you is still, so still, as if the world itself has paused to hold you, to cradle you, to remind you that you are exactly where you need to be, exactly as you are. And as you breathe, you notice that each inhale brings with it a quiet certainty, a knowing that this moment, this peace, this acceptance is not fleeting, but eternal, woven into the very fabric of your being. And now, as this knowing settles deeper, you feel yourself drifting, not away, but inward, like a leaf floating down a slow, gentle river, carried by currents you do not need to control, do not need to fight, pink noise hums around you, a lullaby without words, a melody without beginning or end, a sound that is not separate from you, but a part of you, like the steady beating of your own heart. And as you drift, you notice that the warmth of celeste light has spread through your entire body, from the tips of your fingers to the top of your head. A golden glow that is not bright, not harsh, but soft, like the light of a candle seen through your closed eyelids. This warmth is not just in your body, but in your mind, in your heart, in the very core of your being. A quiet radiance that reminds you that you are safe, that you are loved, that you are exactly as you should be. And now, as this radiance deepens, you feel the last traces of tension, the last echoes of resistance, the last whispers of doubt, dissolving like mist in the morning sun. They do not fight, do not struggle, but simply melt away, leaving behind only the quiet hum of the pink noise, the steady glow of celeste light, the warmth of this moment. And in this melting, you feel something new begin to take shape within you, something soft and expansive, like the first light of dawn spreading across an empty sky. This is not a new self, not a different you, but the you that has always been here, beneath the layers of tension, beneath the weight of expectation, beneath the echoes of doubt. And now, as this you begins to emerge, you notice that the pink glow around you shifts again, its frequencies deepening, softening, as if the very air is sighing in relief, as if the world itself is breathing easier now that you are here, truly here, in this moment. And as you settle into this you, this quiet knowing, you realize that the journey inward was never about changing, never about fixing, but about remembering, about returning to the truth that has always been here, waiting for you to see it. This truth is simple, softer than the hum of the pink noise, gentler than the warmth of celeste light. You are enough. You have always been enough. And in this moment, as the pink glow deepens around you, as the warmth of celeste light wraps you in its embrace, you feel this truth settle into your bones, into your heart, into the very core of your being. And now, as this truth takes root, you notice that the last traces of resistance, the last whispers of doubt, have faded completely, leaving only the quiet certainty of this moment, this peace, this acceptance. The pink noise hums around you, a lullaby without end, a melody that is not separate from you, but a part of you, like the steady beating of your own heart. And as you drift deeper into this hum, you feel yourself sinking, not away, but inward, like a leaf settling onto the surface of a still pond, carried by currents you do not need to control, do not need to fight. The warmth of celeste light spreads through you, a golden glow that is not bright, not harsh, but soft, like the light of a candle seen through your closed eyelids, a reminder that you are safe, that you are loved, that you are exactly as you should be. And now, as you sink deeper, you notice that the boundaries between you and the world around you begin to soften, like the edges of a dream fading into morning light. This is not a loss, not a disappearance, but a merging, a remembering that you have never truly been separate, that you have always been held, always been supported, always been loved. The pink noise hums around you, through you, within you, a sound that is not just heard, but felt, like the steady rise and fall of your own breath, like the quiet beat of your own heart. And as you drift, you notice that the warmth of celeste light has become a part of you, a quiet radiance that fills every cell, every thought, every whisper of your being. And now, as this radiance deepens, you feel the last traces of separation, the last echoes of loneliness, the last whispers of fear, dissolving like sugar in warm tea, leaving behind only the quiet certainty of this moment, this peace, this acceptance. You are not alone. You have never been alone. And in this moment, as the pink glow wraps around you like a blanket, as the warmth of celeste light cradles you in its embrace, you feel this truth settle into your bones, into your heart, into the very core of your being. And now, as this truth takes root, you notice that the pink noise around you begins to shift, its frequencies deepening, softening, as if the very air is sighing in relief, as if the world itself is breathing easier now that you are here, truly here, in this moment. The hum of the pink noise is not just a sound, but a feeling, a warmth, a knowing that you are held, that you are safe, that you are exactly where you need to be. And as you drift deeper into this hum, you feel yourself sinking, not away, but inward, like a feather floating down from the sky, carried by currents you do not need to control, do not need to fight. The warmth of celeste light spreads through you, a golden glow that is not bright, not harsh, but soft, like the light of 1,000 candles seen through your closed eyelids, a reminder that you are loved, that you are safe, that you are exactly as you should be. And now, as you sink deeper, you notice that the last traces of resistance, the last whispers of doubt, have faded completely, leaving only the quiet certainty of this moment, this peace, this total acceptance. The pink noise hums around you, a lullaby without end, a melody that is not separate from you, but a part of you, like the steady beating of your own heart, like the quiet rise and fall of your own breath. And as you drift, you feel the warmth of celeste light wrapping around you, not as a force, not as a demand, but as an embrace, a quiet promise that you are safe, that you are loved, that you are exactly where you need to be. And in this moment, as the pink glow deepens around you, as the warmth spreads through your entire being, you feel something shift within you, not with force, not with struggle, but with a quiet certainty, like the turning of a page in a book you have always known by heart. And now, as this shift settles, you become aware of a quiet knowing, not spoken, not forced, but simply there, like the memory of a song you have always known. You are home. You have always been home. And in this moment, as the pink noise hums around you, as the warmth of celeste light cradles you in its embrace, you feel this knowing settle into your bones, into your heart, into the very core of your being. And now, as this knowing deepens, you notice that the last traces of separation, the last echoes of loneliness, the last whispers of fear have dissolved completely, leaving only the quiet certainty of this moment, this peace, this total acceptance. The pink noise hums around you, a lullaby without end, a melody that is not just heard, but felt, like the steady rise and fall of your own breath, like the quiet beat of your own heart. And as you drift deeper into this hum, you feel yourself sinking, not away, but inward, like a leaf settling onto the surface of a still pond, carried by currents you do not need to control, do not need to fight. The warmth of celeste light spreads through you, a golden glow that is not bright, not harsh, but soft, like the light of a candle seen through your closed eyelids, a reminder that you are safe, that you are loved, that you are exactly as you should be. And now, as you sink deeper, you notice that the boundaries between you and the world around you have softened, like the edges of a dream fading into morning light. This is not a loss, not a disappearance, but a merging, a remembering that you have never truly been separate, that you have always been held, always been supported, always been loved. The pink noise hums around you, through you, within you, a sound that is not just heard, but felt, like the steady rise and fall of your own breath, like the quiet beat of your own heart. And as you drift, you notice that the warmth of celeste light has become a part of you, a quiet radiance that fills every cell, every thought, every whisper of your being. And now, as this radiance deepens, you feel the last traces of resistance, the last echoes of doubt, the last whispers of fear, dissolving like mist in the morning sun. They do not fight, do not struggle, but simply melt away, leaving behind only the quiet certainty of this moment, this peace, this total acceptance. And in this melting, you feel something new begin to take shape within you, something soft and expansive, like the first light of dawn spreading across an empty sky. This is not a new self, not a different you, but the you that has always been here, beneath the layers of tension, beneath the weight of expectation, beneath the echoes of doubt. And now, as this you begins to emerge, you notice that the pink glow around you shifts again, its frequencies deepening, softening, as if the very air is sighing in relief, as if the world itself is breathing easier now that you are here, truly here, in this moment. The hum of the pink noise is not just a sound, but a feeling, a warmth, a knowing that you are held, that you are safe, that you are exactly where you need to be. And as you settle into this you, this quiet knowing, you realize that the journey inward was never about changing, never about fixing, but about remembering, about returning to the truth that has always been here, waiting for you to see it. And in this moment, as the pink glow deepens around you, as the warmth of celeste light wraps you in its embrace, you feel this truth settle into your bones, into your heart, into the very core of your being. And now, the images begin to soften, like candlelight at the end of a quiet evening. They don't disappear. They simply dissolve into the warmth that's already here. No need to hold on to them. No need to chase them. They'll always be part of this feeling. The resonance you've been feeling, the gentle hum that's been guiding you. It doesn't stop when the words do. It continues its work deep within you, like roots growing beneath the soil. Quiet, steady, unhurried. Your body knows exactly what to do with this peace. It remembers how to rest, how to let go, how to simply be. All the practice you've done tonight, all the moments of stillness, they're now woven into your bones. This feeling isn't something you have to earn or work for. It's always here, waiting for you, like a quiet room with a soft chair. No matter where you are, no matter what's happening around you, this peace is yours to return to. Think of it like a favorite blanket, the one you reach for without thinking, the one that wraps around you like an old friend. This peace is just like that. Always familiar, always comforting, always ready. Or like a door that's never locked. You don't need a key. You don't need permission. Just the quiet intention to step inside and let the warmth hold you. There's no need to say goodbye to any of this. The resonance, the stillness, the deep sense of being held. It doesn't leave when you do. It stays with you, like the quiet hum of a distant lullaby. And if you ever feel the pull to return to this place, to this moment of deep rest and renewal, know that it's always here for you, ready to welcome you back with open arms. For now, let your breath slow even more. Let your muscles melt into the surface beneath you. Let your mind drift like a leaf on a gentle river, carried by the current of pure peace. You don't need to think about what comes next. You don't need to plan or prepare. This is your time to simply rest, to simply be, held by the quiet, cradled by the stillness. And as the words begin to fade, know that the peace remains. The resonance continues its work, deep within you, healing, soothing, restoring, even when you're not listening. This is your place of rest, your sanctuary of stillness, and it will always be here, waiting for you whenever you need to return. Sleep now. Drift softly. The quiet will keep you until next light.